the preview of The Creeping Below, they describe it as a violent black metal-infused revenge story, sort of akin to a Swamp Thing by way of The Crow. Val is an American metalhead attending a festival in Oslo. Her plane doesn't leave until the following day, so she's taking some photos around town. All of a sudden, this big guy comes up to her and starts swearing at her in Norwegian. Maybe he was offended by her taking photos of him, or maybe it was something else. Then this woman comes to her aid and explains to her that that guy actually speaks English. He just chose to curse you out in Norwegian for some odd reason, which is weird, but they don't dwell on it. And the woman asks her to come hang out with her at this bar. And she knows some other people at the bar who are in this band. And this band invites Val to come do a photo shoot with her later on that night. So what could go wrong there? So of course, the band members are complete psycho cult members, and they end up torturing and abusing Val in horrible ways and using her in the satanic ritual and leaving her for dead. Thanks to the brilliant writing by Brian Azzarello, we're spared the horrible details of the abuse, but the writing is powerful enough that the message is definitely gotten across. Speaking of getting all across the message, Vanessa Del Rey's artwork is fantastic. This is one of the things I love most about this book. Now, this is my problem with the revenge saga as a trope. I normally do not watch revenge saga movies. Number one, I think they've just been way overused. And number two, I think very often the writers or the director get way hung up on the detail of the horrible thing that happened to the victim. And we have to see in gory detail all the abuse and all the torture that takes place. Thankfully, this was an exception. As I mentioned before, Brian Azzarello is a great writer, and he's able to express all this without a whole lot of detail. But you still get the message. And Vanessa Del Rey's artwork is just stellar. All that said, I will be picking up The Creeping Below #2 for those reasons that I just mentioned, because I think this has a chance to be more than just a cliche book. No one does dialogue better than Brian Azzarello, as witnessed by the dialogue in this book, and it was top notch. So that's it for this indie comics review. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Until next time, we'll see you guys in the funny papers. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.